Hello. Hello. Need to mute that. Okay. That hair, lol. Yeah. It's a little bit wild, isn't it? Fucking hell. We'll pat it down. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I forgot that at the stream, the reason I quickly went away, this microphone has this weird little glitch thing where unless I unplug it after every restart, it's gonna sound like a robot. So that's why I went out of the screen for a second. I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good. Hello. Unstar Zylus resub for 15 months. Saying how's it going, Zylus? Like I just said, I'm very good, thank you. How are you doing? Thank you for resubbing. We appreciate it a lot. There we go. I look fried. I have no idea what you're talking about. What that means. Tired? If that means tired, I can see how that's how that comes across. I am actually, for the first time in a while on the stream, not very tired, which is cool. My eyes just generally, I never really look awake, if that makes sense. Hello, Dirk. How you doing? New washer going in the background. Ooh, nice. Nice. So what's today's stream? So there's a few options. First of all, tomorrow we've got come on, go down. There we go. We've got Rydian joining me, and we're going to be playing Gwent. Now I've been having a ton of fun with Gwent. I also have a few beta keys to hand out. That with a few, I mean about 500. So we'll figure that out at some point. Fried means stone tea, right? Well, not at the moment. I'll say that much at least. You finally caught a morning stream. Good. So yeah, tomorrow we're playing Gwent with Rydian. And I could even play some today if that's what you guys want to see. I can do the next week on Sunday. I'm doing the For Honor campaign, the co-op campaign with Ravs. So you've got that to look forward to. So there's a few things we could do today. We can play some Gwent, as I said. I can play some solo For Honor. Or we can just do something completely else. I was thinking of picking up Owlboy, but having taken a better look at it, I'm not sure how good it is going to be for a streaming game. If I'm going to be completely honest with you. But it looked fun. Careful pulling that shirt down, banned from Twitch. I know. Need to be really careful with that, don't I? Let's look at my Steam library as well. Maybe there's something here that I'm like, oh shit, I should really be streaming that. Where you guys come up with stuff. Okay, not particularly yet. This is not. No. This is not the right thing either. Divinity, no. I have to scroll for like 400 games, so it's taking a little while. I'll say that much. No, not that. Hello. Version from Valentine's Day was beautiful. Okay, I don't want to hear any bad things. It was a beautiful grill. Okay. Hello. Oh yeah, his eyes is online, resident sleeper. Aww. What do you think of Char's performance in Laserfit? Little Interesting. I'll be your late Valentine coin skills. Don't worry about it.
You've activated my trap card.
Hey Zylus, ineet more ideas toedro. Kult jo uitstrikken aanpozen voor me? Hopen jo aure having a groot day is over.
Oh, fuck me. So that's the Dutch text-to-speech. I didn't realize how bad of an accent it was going to be. Hi, Beast of Ramsey. How you doing? Yeah, that's the Dutch TTS. It's always interesting. Okay. So yeah, Trixagodar donated $10 saying, "Hey Zylus, any more ideas to draw? Could you strike a pose for me? Hope you're having a good day so far." Strike a pose for you. I'm not very good with poses. I'm gonna be honest with you. Gonna be completely honest with you. Speak some retarded German, please. I don't know any retarded German. I only know holiday German, as I like to call it. I changed my room a little. Did I have a go? What did I change? Everything should still be exactly the same. Except for the fact that my pillow is actually not looking too terrible today. Wave at you. Hi, guys. How you doing? Hey. Okay. It's time we actually figure out what the hell we're doing. It's time to figure out actually what the hell we are going to do. It's a tricky one. Roblox, not too interested in that. I'm completely going to play darts. Yeah, the dartboard's still there. Because I haven't used that thing in years. In absolute years. So, that's gonna be a new. It's gonna be a new. Come on. Why is it so hard to figure out something to play? I could just play some Gwent or something. Let's look. So we're definitely doing Gwent as well tomorrow with Ridian. We are doing... It's also always so nice to have a game figured out that you want to play. Oh. Topic Slow Lope at $3. Just want to stop by and say, hey, not going to stick around because I'm playing some Aliens Colonial Marines. Chat will very likely agree that it's total garbage, but I actually enjoyed the online game mode with other players. Hope you have a good day. Thank you, Topic Slow Lope. I appreciate that a lot. Hope you have fun with your game. I completely understand. You do what you want to do. And yeah, thank you very much. Barry's back. For Honor wouldn't be too bad an idea. It's true. I'm lately I'm getting a little annoyed at For Honor, but I guess that's part of the game itself. It's a game that you do get very frustrated at. What mic am I using? I'm using a SE 2200A2C. That's what I'm using. It's World Pangolin Day. I don't even know what that means. Am I bored of Overwatch? Not in particular. I don't play it a lot anymore, but not in particular. It's still a fun game. Problem with a game like Overwatch and with a game like For Honor is that I can't really interact with the chat. So, you know, I'll start with a bit of Gwent, and we'll see how you guys enjoy it. And if you guys want to see more, you know, we'll start with about an hour of this. So we'll see. But we're definitely doing it tomorrow as well. Because that seems like a game that I can interact with you guys as well a bit better. Alright. 1 second. Okay, it's a very thanks for the 5 bits, Mir 3000. It's weird not having 3 Dishonored anymore. I mean, very technically, if you guys want in the future, I can also do Dishonored 1 with all the DLC. It's very similar. This turned off the sound last night. There we go. We should probably turn it down a little bit though.
Temeria. That's what matters.
Okay. Yes, this is Gwent. This is Gwent indeed. Atomic Snow Globe another $3, saying I doubt you want to spend 25 on it, but if you want to try Aliens, Colonial Marines, I'll happily co-op with you. Well, chat Rips a big about it. So I am. You're completely right. I'm not particularly interested in spending £25 on it, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Is Gwent available for Mac? I'm not entirely certain yet. This is so. This is a closed beta. I do have some keys that I will give out in a minute. Well, it's not so much a key. There's There we go. Okay, so the thing is, I'll show off 1 or 2 games before I really do anything. So, multiplayer. You have 5 different deck types. You've got Skele, which is the clan Ankret. If you've played The Witcher 3, you will know all these factions. But yeah, these are basically just the 5 different factions that you can play between. Now, Skellige is very strong at sending minions to their deaths, because they're Vikings, so sending minions to their deaths and then resurrecting them even stronger, and getting stronger the more damage they take. It's like bloodlusty, that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a really fun deck. This is the playstyle I prefer so far. You've got the Nilfgaard starter deck, of course. Nilfgaard is all about spying, as you can see in the bottom. You can see your opponent's cards. The opponent knows which cards you can see, but you know, you can see some of his cards. And you can do combos with that. Certain of your cards get stronger the more cards of the opponent you can see. Then you've got the Northern Realms starter deck. Northern Realms is all about empowering their minions to become of higher quality, and with that, higher quality minions. So you've got bronze minions, you can see it by the border of the card. Bronze minions are really generally the weaker ones, the ones that you can easily deal with. Silver ones are a little bit more special, they're usually a bit stronger, and they're immune to certain effects, and gold is immune to everything, except for 1 or 2 things. So they want to make sure that they have a lot of goldens in their deck. The monsters is all about taking board control, spawning shit in the monsters, and just completely overwhelming your opponent. And Storytell is all about like tactically playing cards in such a way that you will have the board advantage at all times. So we'll start with Skele. Cheers for changing the game, Fav. Zylus prefers the Vikings in all the games, apparently. It's a small factor. Yeah, I will admit that. I'm
You've got the heart of an uncrate.
So my parents, I don't know if I probably have told you guys this before. My parents both teach Latin and Greek, and ancient Greek and Roman history in high schools here in the Netherlands. And I've always grown up with mythology, but mainly like Greek and Roman mythology. And as I grew older, I realized that I really enjoyed that kind of history. But I didn't really want to follow in the footsteps of my parents. I know a lot about it. Like, I grew up with those stories. But I wanted to figure something else out. So I decided to learn more about, like, the Vikings. Because I just think it's a lot cooler. Yeah, and that's why, really. I don't need this guy. Nice. Okay, so every player has starts with 10 cards and their hero ability. You don't redraw cards until an end is over. A turn is over. You've got 3 turns, and in those 3 turns, you need to win 2, basically. Now, the way you win 2 is by, you're playing 1 card and your opponent plays 1 card. He lets me have the first one for free. That's fair. So he gave me the first round for free. He wants the card advantage for turn 2. The thing is, I now have a 9 on the board. So the 1 cow has a death rattle, like in Hearthstone. But death rattles work a little bit different here. Death rattles trigger after rounds, because rounds are a completely different thing here, right? We're gonna play this guy. When resurrected, gain 3 base strength.
Crack and eat me ghoulies. Looky here.
So you can tell this card will be stronger for me if I play it this turn, because I can resurrect it next turn. Now I pass. So we can become even on cards again, or if he maybe has to play 2 cards. The pagan things are pretty cool. Yeah, Vikings are honestly really, really interesting. Their entire view of the world was completely, like, different from what other people really thought. Like, their gods weren't these almighty things that you would never be able to contact and that were just completely superior to everyone else, right? I mean, they were superior in a way, but like they at least try to also be like mortals in a way, right? Atomic Snow Globe, another $3 saying, yeah, just check there's no way to buy it cheap on Steam because it's £25 for the game and all of its DLC that came out. No way to get the game on its own. Anyway, have a good day. By the way, I can't help but think you look like Aaron Paul today. Well, I'm gonna see that as a compliment. Aaron Paul's a very attractive man. But, I don't think I look like him at all. Okay, so the final round. I have 12 cards. I have the card advantage here. And the problem is he already has a 10 million on the board. So we're just going to develop our board in a way. Okay, so we're going to start by bringing out... Oh, it's his turn.
For blood!
My parents aren't cool like that. The only mythology love is the imaginary American golden age from the 50s. I mean, it helps in a way as well that I'm European, you know? It's our history. Whereas, if you live in America, like, you would learn more about American history. That's just kind of how it is, right? I'm gonna place a second. It's a painting of Toot in your room right now. Huh.
Goedemorgen Zylus. Gaat nooit geven, je nooit zal teleurstellen. Gaat nooit rond te rennen en woestijn nu. Gaat nooit je huilen, zal nooit afscheid. Gaat nooit liegen en je pijn.
Hello?
Well, thank you, Cinnamon Beard. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for the $5. We're gonna play a bear. Oh, I know very little about the troubles in Ireland. That's exciting. I know a bit, of course. I know about the IRA and all that kind of stuff. But not enough. Like, I would never dare call myself.
Hello?
Oh, good. Cinnamon resub for 3 months as well. Thank you, Cinnamon Beard, for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for the support. And also Marian Librarian resub for 2 months. Thank you. We appreciate it a lot. I hope I'll be able to entertain you the coming 2.5 hours-ish. Okay, it's my turn. Okay, so with this bear that he's now moved to my catapult thing, I do 1 damage to any minion that comes on the board. Now, as you can see, the Shield Maiden, whenever this unit is weakened but not destroy plain instances of it from your deck. So if I play this now,
Give them no rest.
it's 1 damage.
No
I
reprieve.
summon a second one. Okay, so we still have the 2-card advantage. Okay. Fuck it, we're gonna play Geralt.
I hate portals.
So Geralt is a special card. As you can see, the border is gold. And he's animated. What this means is he's gonna have a higher attack than normal. He doesn't have an ability, but because he's gold, any damaging or any other effect cards that he might play do nothing. So you see this? He has to kill his own minion now. That was a dumb play by him. He didn't realize that gold cards can't be Scorched. So Scorch, I didn't have it in my hand, but Scorch destroys the highest attack minion on the board. Now, because my Geralt was technically the highest, it should have destroyed that, but because Geralt is gold, it's not going to get destroyed and it goes for the next value, so it destroyed his own guy. So the other card that we have here, the Clansur Twirsich Axeman, gains 1 strength whenever an opposing unit is weakened. Now I have a special card here.
Demon!
Now both of these guys got 3 attack extra. I was hoping for that. So he used his Fog card. Now what a weather effect does, in case you haven't played The Witcher, a weather effect makes it so that any minion on that particular row gets their attack reduced to 1 unless they're immune to weather like Holger Blackhand is here, right? Or unless they're like that. Now, it's generally a really strong ability, but we happen to have the counter. Clear Skies. That clears it, and all his foglets are going to die now, because their foglets rely on fog. He might have another one though. Oh, no, lacerate. Okay.
We'll greet him with fire and iron.
Not your lucky day.
He played his Geralt, did he? Yep. Okay. Well, let's resurrect.
Modern Freyr is patient, but she brooks
we
no
can't.
insult.
Oh, right. He played a ghoul that ate my... Fair enough. So he played his hero power there. His hero power is summoning Eredin, which is an 11 silver, immune to weather. So, there you go. Let's use mine. I summoned 2 of those. So that's 14 damage. They're bronze. Okay, that was his last card. Okay. The Mertian one, we're gonna make his Geralt and his Eredin unbuffed. So we win heavily now. And now we buff our own minions. And we won the last round. Victory! We send good games after the game, so we receive extra rewards. And here you can see the score. He let me have the first round for basically free, for 1 point. I gave him the second round, making sure I had card advantage for the round afterwards. And then, last round, kinda crushed him. So, Have I seen the movie B? Nope. Nope. Not interested.
Aha!
According to known laws of aviation, there is no way child be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The B, of course, flies anyway because based on it care what humans think is impossible.
Okay. Trickster got his sorry that it is $5 saying, according to all known laws of aviation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway because bees don't care what humans think is possible. There you go. Beautiful. Okay. Let's do another run. I'll do one more round so you guys can see what it's like, and then I will post you guys my link in the chat so you guys can play this for the next 2 days.
Sit at my table and let's drink. For Skele's glory!
Okay, so when it comes to the mulligan, so you want to be smart in this game, right? You want to make sure that you will win 2 out of 3 rounds. So that means you want to forfeit at smart moments. You want to give one of your games away so that you have an advantage in the other 2 games. So a lot of it comes down to the mulligan as well. So I have 2 the same cards here. Normally that wouldn't be too much of an issue, but because of the special effect of this card, whenever this unit is weakened but not destroyed, play an instant of it from your deck, I can just get rid of one. We like the cow. Do we have a... Yeah, we do have that one. Khan's Horn. Actually, these are pretty decent. So I'm going to get rid of that one. Good. I'm going to get rid of that one. Okay. Oh. We're playing in this Skele deck with a special different one. King Bran. Discard up to 3 cards from your deck and add 1 base strength to them. Then shuffle your deck. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, so we're just going to start with...
Nothing like some overseas plundering in springtime.
It's still the same. The first 2 points wins game. Yeah.
Of course, friend.
He's going to discard 3 of his cards.
Freest be the bravest.
Oh, shit. Is that a special one? Remove 2 strength from a random opposing goal whenever you decide to destroy it. Oh.
En nu, je een all-star, krijg je spel op. Gaan spelen en nu, je bent een rockster. Krijgen de show op, betaald en alles wat blinkt is goud. Alleen vallen de sterren te breken de mal.
It's beautiful.
Aha!
We renostronners to love you I know der ulescent eso do ja full commitment wat team thinking of you I would not get this from an other guy kappa.
Beautiful, guys. Beautiful, guys. System appeared under $5 and basically wrote down a literal translation of "Hey, now you're an all-star."
taking on you,
Well,
swabbies.
Snake Star.
What do you say?
You guys saw him with your own eyes what you wrote there. Or you heard it with your own ears. That was beautiful. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it a lot. Okay, so he's got an answer to a lot of the stuff we're doing. I think I'm going to let him have this turn. He is points ahead, but I have a card advantage here. If I just pass now, yes, sadly I will not have my cow giving me a free 9 for the next turn. But I think it's smarter here to just pass and try to win the next 2 rounds with my card advantage. Because one thing that's very important in this game is also the passives of your heroes. So if I hover over my deck here, you can see at the starts of rounds 2 and 3, add 1 to the base strength of every non-gold unit in your hand, deck and graveyard. So, you know, I basically get stronger in rounds 2 and 3. No. I'm gonna be playing you.
For Brad!
So I need to win this round. How many of these has he? Does he have? He's got a lot of cards. I want to get rid of those. I think I'm going to Scorch. I don't want him to buff those up too much.
Pansy.
Okay. He's got an interesting deck. Not gonna lie. I still have to start the deck, so basically I've bought a few packs because I wanted to try it out with Duncan a lot. But this guy seems to have a lot of packs. Okay, we are going to... Do we have a way to trigger this yet? No. I am gonna rally. I have too much clear weather. So you can choose when you... unlike the Gwent game in The Witcher, you can choose between clear skies and rally. Clear skies is the weather effect I just told you about. Rally just plays the top bronze minion. It's not bad. So this minion transforms into a raging bear if weakened but not destroyed. Fortunately, we don't have a rest card here either.
Out with the crowns. Come on, quick now.
Let's make this one a bit stronger.
So what? Should I pound it into a poker?
This guy has a really solid deck, actually.
Aha!
We renostronen stoel af. Jo uno der ulescente so do I. A full commitment what I am thinking of. Jo I would not get this from maniotor guy. Cassie 11 maanden me do IT. I am so sorry.
Oh, the Dutch text-to-speech. It's a work of art, really. It's bloody beautiful, is what it is. Let's play Geralt.
I hate portals.
We shall do it my way.
Oh, shit. Draw 3 cards, keep 1 and discard the rest. But he gives me a 12. Okay. Sadly, I can't pass at this stage. So we'll play this one.
Shields are our ramparts!
He's passing. Okay, so now it's a relatively equal playing field. Looking at his deck, though. Looking at his deck. Trickster Art just donated the... I see that Vatros is saying that you guys don't understand what they're saying. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full command is what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. KC11 made me do it. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate it a lot. Oh, I start. Right. Let us start with a resurrection.
Modron Freyr is patient,
On...
but she brooks no insult.
Yeah. I misclicked. Okay. It looked like the other one was highlighted for me. That's fine. That's only 3... well, if we lose by 3 damage, we know why. We know why.
We'll greet him well. And fire and iron.
Oh, what does this thing do, actually?
Modron Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
Oh, interesting.
Pansy. Pansy.
Oh, wow. That works. See, I'm learning. I've not seen half of these cards yet. Will he play a weather effect? That's something I'm wondering. I'm going to take a gamble that he doesn't, so we're going to rally.
Bow before Modron
Oh,
Freyr.
nice. Another rest. Now we can get
Aha!
this guy in.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in springtime. Glory to you.
Since my beard donated $5, it didn't trigger the text-to-speech, sorry. Because sadly one of the lyrics that you put in there is a banned word for TTS. But he wrote, last one. Als je bitch wil chillen is het geen probleem, dan ga ik erheen. Ik kom niet alleen, want ik heb drank en drugs. Ik heb drank en drugs. Yeah. It's a lyric of a very popular song here in the Netherlands. But I'm pretty sure the word drugs and the word bitch are banned in TTS, so that's why I wouldn't read it out. I appreciate it a lot, Cinnamon Beard. Thank you very much. Oh, it's my turn. I'm gonna use my hero power.
The heart of an uncrate.
It's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be a very close one.
The goddess protect you from all evil.
Out with the crowns. Come on, quick now.
So that potion makes every instance of a particular card 4 stronger. Okay, well. Moment of truth. I get 20 more damage here. So I'll be... he just needs 3 damage for this last card. Oh, what? Yeah, he had an emergency bomb. His deck was much better than mine. Boom. Good game, a good game. That's okay. Can't win them all. We should get a reward here for hitting a milestone. 15 scraps. Nice. Got some experience. Ah, we can buy a crate. Let's do that, and then I'll give you guys my link so that the people who are interested can download the game and try it out themselves. Shop.
Cheapest the barrels in
Cheapest the barrels.
this land.
So, as you can see, the prices are almost exactly identical to Hearthstone. But there's a tiny little difference. Oh my. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
Human,
They're called card kegs instead of card packs.
Stand here.
You've just bought this many kegs. Do you want to open one of them now? Yes. So I can show you guys how it works.
Ta-da!
So you open 4 cards. Just like with Hearthstone, you can check their rarity already by hovering over them. These are just 4 commons. And, you know, the faction is random. We just happen to get lucky here and get one from every faction. So I can show it off.
Nice.
So we got a 3-head officer to strengthen the weakest non-gold units on your side of the battlefield. Remove 1 strength from weakest. That's okay. Reveal a random card in your hand. So you get an 11, but you have to show the opponent one of your cards. It's not bad. It's not great either. Redeeming elite. If 3 or more redeeming elites are on your side of the battlefield, convert them to gold until removed from the battlefield or the round ends. It's pretty decent. The Viking one, the light long ship, immune to weather. I already have that one, Sally. Now, once you've opened the 4 common cards, this is where it gets a bit different compared to Hearthstone. And I like this system a lot, and I actually hope that Blizzard takes a little bit of a look at this, because I think it could be a great addition to Hearthstone as well.
More.
So when it comes to the rare card of your pack, which can also be an epic or a legendary, you get to choose which one you want out of 3. The other 2 get deleted, but you get to choose which one you want.
No listen closely, here salit leleson in trickery. This is going down in history. If you wanna be a villain number 1, you have to choose a superhero on the run. Just follow me moves, and snake around, because if you know to make a sound.
Well, if you guys did not hear what that was, I'd be very surprised. Thank you, Lady Bat, for the $5. So in this case, it also shows you already at the top how many you have of each. So I already have 2 field medics. Don't really need another one. I don't have a griffin yet, which is a very solid card, and I have 1 commander's horn. Commander's horn has helped me out a bunch, but I already have one that I draw fairly consistently because of the size of the deck. So we're gonna go with a griffin, even though I don't really play monsters yet. It's not bad to have. And there you go. There you have your card pack.
Ahoy, hoy, human
But yeah,
friend.
prices are very similar to Hearthstone itself. Let's give you guys some codes. Let's get some codes your way. So there is a little there's a little thing attached to this, which is something I wasn't overly excited about when I read it, but it's not too big of a deal, luckily. It's a link that just allows you to download and install the game. The only problem is that for you to be able to use that link, you need to be subscribed to my YouTube channel, which for me is a bit of a weird thing, you know. Because I haven't used my YouTube in 2 years. But that's just the way that Good Old Games does this. I haven't really posted on my YouTube in a while, but in order for me to be able to give away keys, they would need to use this system, which means that you need to be subscribed to my YouTube channel. So if you want it, just, feel free to subscribe, claim the key, then unsubscribe. But that's just one of the things that needs to happen. So, have fun. Totally not intentional. Yeah, sure. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is totally not a ploy to reach that 100k and get my silver play button for free. In the meantime, we'll play another quick match. Well, I don't upload anymore because I hate editing. With a passion. I tried doing it for a while, but it's just not something I really like doing. You have to use Go Galaxy to play Gwent, yes.
You've got the heart of an uncrate.
We're doing Uncrate versus Uncrate again.
Glory!
I'm just promoting my channel. How rude. I know. I'm such a rude boy. Okay, do we have the potion? No, we need to get rid of one first light. The Savage Bear is not bad in combination with the Berserker and one Shield Maiden, so we're going to keep that. Action is good to have as well. Let's get rid of the Shieldsmith. Let's get rid of the second Shield Maiden. Okay, not bad. Opponent's turn. So, we've got some new
Nothing
cards
like some
in this
overseas
hand. Have we used this bear
plundering
before?
and springtime.
Yes, we have. Sadly, we don't have that one. So now we have Dudu in our hand. Dudu is a doppelganger in the game, a Doppler. It's basically a shapeshifter. And what it does is in this game it sets the strength to that of an opposing non-gold unit, so I can literally copy a unit on the other side. Think of the Faces Manipulates in Hearthstone. Gurgthosaurus has subscribed for the first time. Thank you, Gurgthosaurus. I appreciate it a lot. Hope I'll be able to entertain you for the coming 2 hours-ish. And we appreciate your support. Thank you very much.
Billion barrels of burning pitch.
Then again, can't you just send the videos to the actual editors of the Yogs? Keep in mind that the editors of the Yogs are on a payroll. And the only way that you're gonna get an editor is if you make enough money for the company to compensate said editor. So that's why I am not on there. He's played 2 cards. He's upgraded his. This is not a bad opening for him, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, we're gonna force him to either leave my co-op or play another card to destroy this, so that I have a 2-card advantage for the next round. Okay, so I start my round with a 9. Is the co permanent or just for a certain amount of time? It's until Monday night, when the closed beta ends.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in springtime.
Okay, he's got his second one. I still don't have my first one. But that's alright. We are going to start off by playing this guy.
For blood! So what? Should I pound it into a poker?
Okay, so now we're going to play the bear. Nothing like some overseas plundering in springtime, exactly. Ooh, I got myself a treat today, guys.
Any last
Some
words?
mini chocolate cookies. Oh. 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 He's already using Geralt. Okay. Let's summon a second bear.
Coming to get ya.
What is he going to do, guys? Play doo-doo. I'll play doo-doo once he's got something more substantial on the board.
More hawk before ye.
Boom. Don't you dare kill my bear. What an asshole. Well, let's just play this before he kills my bear.
Our shields are our ramparts!
Yep, there we go. That was good timing. So he's using a lot of CC here. We're gonna rally because for some reason we again have 2 clear skies. This doesn't
Nothing
happen.
like some overseas
Thank God.
plundering and
We've
springtime.
got this one so we can rest in the last round. Did I just drink from a bowl of maple syrup? So,
Modern
yes, of
Freyr
course.
is patient,
No.
but she brooks no insult.
Iced tea. Iced tea.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in springtime.
Okay, he's still ahead. That's completely fine. We are going to buff
Billion barrels of burning pitch.
the restable dude. So I want to, at this point, make sure that my means are not above...
What is it?
that my means are not above 12. Because he now has the highest mean on the board, which means that if he scorches, he will lose his own means. And that's something that he does not want to happen. Okay, we don't have the potion that increases the strength of all our Clan Crate warriors. So,
We'll greet him with fire and iron.
Ferdinand. He's passing. So we need 5 damage. What's in my graveyard? Let's rest this. No, we need 6 damage because I cannot end it in a tie. I think we're gonna have to use doo-doo. Sadly. Yep. We're gonna have to use doo-doo.
If I must.
Win that way. Because our rest would not have worked. A rally we would have needed to be lucky. And doo-doo is probably not gonna get much value next turn anyway. Five-year-olds can be horrible. I can imagine. Why do they all sound sort of Welsh? Because they're meant to be Norsemen, and I think when it comes to the UK,
For blood!
didn't the Vikings inhabit that part of the UK for quite a while?
Modern Freyr is patient, but she
Modern
brooks
Freyr
no
is
insult.
patient.
Let's not get in the way of me axe.
Alright. I think he might have won.
Modern Freyr is patient,
I can
but she brooks no insult.
res this guy as well though.
Crack and eat me ghoulies. Looky here.
His is still stronger, so he cannot score. Ooh. Let's rally.
What is it?
Not bad.
We'll follow you always into the fair.
This might be a problem. If he has that Witcher potion, we have lost. It's that simple. No? Yeah, if he has the potion that increases the strength of the same card, because he's gonna have 4 of those. If he's gonna be able to add 4 damage, he has to have it. There is no way he doesn't. The Thunderbolt.
We serve her
What's the
who is
strongest one we can
virgin,
still
mother
spawn?
and
So this will
crone.
become a 9, because it's gonna lose 2 strength. This becomes technically a 9 as well, because adds 2 base strength to another unit. 7, 6, 7, 7, 6. So I can choose between 3 9s. Let's go for the safest option, which is just the bear because it's immune to weather. Well, here comes the Witcher potion. Oh! We won. Thank God. Nice. Good game. A good game. If we win one more, we get another reward. Okay, let's show you guys what the Nilfgaard star deck looks like, for example. Now keep in mind that the Skele deck that you saw, I've made some changes to that with some of the packs that I've opened. I've opened in total, I think now, I bought 7, just to have some difference for the stream. And I've
The North shall
unlocked
tuck
another
tail and beg for
5 or
mercy.
6. So I think in total I've
There is
unlocked
but one
between
punishment
12
for
and 13
traitors.
packs about now. But this deck is unchanged. Oh my god, way too many specials. That's not bad. Oh, I don't want to have 2 of those actually. Oh, we didn't draw any good cards in all reality. Need to get rid of the emissary. That's not bad to have. Oh god, we were shafted. Let's get rid of the swallow potion. It's not overly great. It's not overly great. The Sons of Ragnar Lothbrok. And he's got a bear. He's got a cow carcass. After 2 turns, destroy the weakest non-gold unit on a row. Then banish self. Banish remove to the graveyard. So this is just going to get banished next turn. So all I want to do is not play a ranged now. That's fine. I can deal with that. Let's play the cow. Ragnar Lothbrok.
I shall be your eyes, my lord.
Interesting. That is really interesting. So did he just draw a card? I need to know what Cantarella did. I can't tell. That's a shame. If I pass here, we are equal on cards. Sure, I will have the short. Let's start looking at some cards. No. Yeah, let's start looking at some cards.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
So that's the special power of this guy. I can see through his cards. So I know he has an emissary. I know he has Geralt, which he's playing right now. Interesting. So I know it's another $3 saying Roblox hype. I'm not planning on playing that, but thank you for the $3 anyway. I really appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Now that he's played as Geralt, I think it's fair to pass. I don't think I need to play into that Geralt. So how many of you guys have watched Vikings? I can click the graveyard and have a look. Oh, of course. You're right. So as a special power, as the passive of this guy, why do I keep drawing those bloody emissaries? I can redraw one of my cards every round. So let's just get rid of that first line. This deck is outstanding. But, you know, fuck it.
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
Let's place it in here.
No, Sakar! Charge!
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
So let's check the graveyard. Ugh. You can't do that with an Express Order. Oh, no. A graveyard only shows minions. Sindorian $3 saying also Roblox hack. Guys, I appreciate the donations, but I'm not interested in playing Roblox. Okay. Let's play the second one.
Your humble servant.
Not bad. So that minion gets stronger for every spy on the board. So seeing as there's... Is it opposing spies? Yeah. So it's a 6 normally. I have another one here. But because there's 2 spies on the side, it became a 12. We're going to save that one for the last round, I think. We're on 25. He's got the round advantage, so I cannot afford to pass. I have to play until he passes. We don't have any potion in here. The highest minion on the board is my 12, so I cannot scorch. Can I fire Scorpion? I technically could, but I don't need to yet, so we're going to just play...
Off to the front yet again.
Off to the front yet again. Brodo Swaggings.
Are yours.
Reached up for 15 months. 15 months. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Hope I've been able to entertain you and we'll be able to keep entertaining you. And yeah, thank you for your support. It means a lot to us. Okay. Who most of the $3? I'll say Roblox high. Guys! No! No! Okay, so he has already used his Geralt. It's fairly safe for me to just use my Geralt here. And with that steal, he knows that it's there. So there's no way to surprise him with it in the last round. So I'm just gonna play it now.
If anyone asks,
okay, who's
you've not seen me.
He's seen this one. That's fine. He can see that one. So we're in a tie right now. What's the strongest on the board? It's my 12, so I still cannot scorch. This was 3 damage. It's a bit of a waste to use that on one of the 2s, so we're just gonna weaken... Actually...
Scheiß!
Let's just place the 8s.
Greetings. What is it?
That was worse than the accident. I was perfect. Good. Good. Fills me with hope. What does that card do? While in your hand, deck on the battlefield game once whenever a card in either player's hand is revealed. Oh, so it becomes a 14. We can scorch that, though. We can scorch that when it gets played. Thanks for the 3. Thanks for the Roblox hype $3. Purple Ghosts. I appreciate it. So he knows I have that one. He knows I have that one. That's fair. I am gonna just play this. Just do some damage to his 9.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
Oh my. Oh my.
How's that ass feel?
Oh god, guys.
Aha!
Roblox hype.
We got. Jesus Christ. Resident Evil donated $4.55, saying Resident Evil 7 hype. Thank you. Vatrus donated another 5, saying Roblox hype. Thank you, Fatlas. And Roblox Boy donated $3, saying Roblox hype. Also, how about you play some Roblox? How about Roblox? Fucking hell. Wait, he can see all my cards? That's not great, is it? He can see all my cards except that one. Let's just...
Hail Kerzer!
There you go. He knows
Race
he's
me
doing
to the great sun!
it. Fucking hell. What is causing that? What's doing the damage? Thanks, guys. It's those things. So he's got a custom deck as well. He's not playing any weather effects. Let's just rally.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
I'm no good at staying straight.
Ass.
Urban Life at 369. It's like Roblox hype. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, it can't be you, can it, Snake F? Because I could actually read your name here. Whereas when you donate, it says nothing. Okay, this is a tricky match. So he has 3 spies on the board. I think I have to play that one. Scorch is scary now. Still can't Scorch because I removed 30 from my board and only 15 from his. If I do that, that means that I get 16 strength added to my points. So that brings me to 77. He would still be 12 points ahead. I think he's won. I don't think there's anything in particular that I can really do at this stage. This brings me to... I have to play him.
Wield my magic as if it were your own.
I need to bait him into playing that 19. I think I've actually already lost. Let's look here. Can I at least take 1 round for the experience? So I can increase my own points by 16, which is not enough. What if I... Must confess, I have impersonated 5 years of Roblox hype, but the rest all just triggered off from the hype. Lol, sorry, Zylus, guess you have to play Roblox now. I don't have to do anything, but well, maybe. We'll see. I don't think I can take the round at all. Because if I buff his minions by 4 to make them 15, I still remove too much damage from the board. Fuck it, let's just buff him. Let's have some fun with it. We've lost anyway. Gij. He had a better deck than me. Mine is still the basic one. He already has custom made this one. That's fine. GG. GG. A good game. Next. Skip B. Let's just go back to Skele. I just want at least to win 1 more so we can unlock that reward. And then we'll see if you guys are still interested in this game at all.
Any last words?
Uncrate!
Okay. Do we have the potion? We do have the Thunderbolt potion. We don't need more than 1 though. At the start. We might draw the second. We also don't really need, especially when we don't have a res. We don't really need more than 1 of these. That's not bad. This is actually a pretty decent starting hand. The Bear and the Berserker will work well together. Yeah, let's finish redrawing here. Oh, Roblox doesn't annoy me. It's just not the kind of game that I would play myself. Basically.
Crack and eat me ghoulies. Looky here.
I have a post but don't have a cow. It's true. I didn't draw my cow. Sadly. Playing Arena Run while watching Gwent Tours cards. Oh my. Oh god. Oh. Dearie me. That's fine actually. So he's got 10 on the board. I've got 6. Let's see what we can force him to bring out by just buffing this guy that we're gonna res anyway. Once we get the res. Let's see what we can force out of him. That's a pretty decent card though, the Woodland Spirit. Yep. Alright, we've can we force out one more thing? Is that too greedy? Actually, it might be too greedy. I kind of want to bait out a Warcry. But what would I do it with? I can't use Clear Skies. Because of how the game works. Because of how the monster decks work. They use weather effects a lot. I need to save it. He's not currently using his weather effects. I need to save... I want to save this combo. I want to save this guy. Dudu is just no good target right now. Scorch will just kill one of my own. First Light, no. I can't. I have to pass here. Let's let him have it.
Not your lucky day.
There is Gerald. Gerald, he's back. Okay, so we start off by playing the bear. Lewis Brindley donated $3 saying, Zylus, if you don't play Roblox right now, you're fired. Hashtag Roblox hype. Hashtag the real Lewis. If the boss man says so, eh?
Coming to get ya.
Is he going... I think he's trying to get an early finish. Which is not the best news for me. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Let's rest.
Modron Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
Good art on there, $3 saying, I felt like I had to make it up for the previous meme trash spam donation, so I'm drawing something as an apology. Apology for what? Let's look at it. Oh my, that looks fucking gorgeous, Trickster. That's really cool. Thank you for that. I mean, let's be clear here. Meme trash spam donations, it's still money. Like, I don't mind it at all. In fact, I embrace it, but I still appreciate, you know, the fan art is fucking beautiful. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I think it's okay if we just play... What's the strongest on the board that is not gold? It's my 11, so I cannot do that. Let's play this.
We'll greet him with fire and iron.
Death comes for you.
This is not going too great. This is not going all too great. My Scorch is just a dead card right now.
We'll follow you always into the fair.
There is no escape.
He is going for the victory. It's smart to do, because the Skele decks get stronger the longer the games last. So if there's a round 3, I will have the advantage in round 3, because my means are all two strengths stronger than they originally are. You want to beat the Skele deck for fast. But on the other hand, a Skele deck will almost always forfeit the first round. Because our cards are just not designed to win the first round. Really. Okay, so we've got 7, 5, 5, 6, 4, 3. I don't have anything to deal with his board. I'm waiting till he brings out Eridan to use Doo-Doo. I cannot play this. I'm just gonna have to gamble that he's not playing Fog.
Our shields are our ramparts!
Sweet. That's a good one to get. What does that thing do? Next round, destroy the weakest non-gold unit in the row and absorb its strength. So he's gonna play a big fucking unit there and absorb it. Well, that could be fine, because that means that we might be able to use Scorch. Or maybe even Doo-Doo. So right now, I know I could save it for 4 Skellige words, but I don't. I want to save some mobs for the last round. Atomic Snow Globe, $3. From all of us here in chat, we wish you apologies for the memes and we swear to let you get down. We respect you as the beautiful butterfly you are, that you don't care what humans tell you to do. Stop really Zylus that. Thank you, Atomic Snowblade, I appreciate it. Okay, so now we got something. I think we bring Doo-Doo out, and we summon his...
Coming!
14.
Coming!
If he's smart, honestly, he passes here. He will have card advantage for the last round. He's not going to. Let's think here. I am gonna just Scorch, get rid of his 4. No, that gets rid of my 14 as well. So that brings me literally nowhere. We'll have to do that. So let's do some math here. He will summon an 11 on next turn. Guaranteed, right? So he will have 90 points. I can summon another 14. I should have made this a weaker copy of Doo-Doo so I could destroy his 14. I think this is lost. If you look at it. Because my Scorch will take 14 from both sides, right? Nothing I can do about that. If I summon Uncrate dudes, that's 2 times 7, that's 14. He will summon another 11. I will lose with 2 points. He left. Victory, boys. GG. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. You know? Easy game. Fuck it up. Okay. Okay. Well, that worked out in a way, you know. That worked out in a way. Let's do another one. I'll at least play this till half. And then we'll see if you guys want to see more.
My folk have suffered much.
Keep in mind that tomorrow we're streaming this as well.
For Skele's glory!
Totally won. Yeah, totally counts. There's a cow, Mouse. Don't worry about it. We've got a cow. Okay. Want to keep that. Want to keep that. Want to keep one of those. That's not bad to keep. Need only one of these, really. Scorch is good to have. I don't really need the Tremors. Geralt. Beautiful. Let's get rid of the Brook for Hunter. Hope we get... That's not terrible. That's not terrible. Uchi's... Ah, he makes me start. Cheers.
Let's not get in the way of me axe.
Earthquake 23.
Show me the coin or
yes,
sod off.
Stop size bullying hype. Who cares? There's a cobweb on your ceiling because you're beautiful. Iron Pulse is Jesse Pinkman. Where's the cobweb? There! At the dartboard. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. What did he play? Okay. Let me think here. What's that do? And once whenever a revealed unit appears to the opposing side. Okay. We can play the cow here. Get up to 7. And then make him play another one, and then we don't have card advantage. Or we could pass here and have card advantage for the next 2. But the problem is the prize winning cow will not do much for me next turn. I need to play the cow. There is a small cobweb, yeah.
Your tricks will not save you, Dwarf.
Eaten by spiders in my sleep. Feels bad, man. Feels terrible, man. So, at this stage, if I play this, that's 7, which increases the strength of this dude by 2, which means becomes a 12 next turn. Is it worth it? I gain 9, I become 16. He will have to play another card as well. It's not like this is gonna be... No, because next turn is gonna be that. He is winning right now. We're gonna pass. There we go. We start with a short. That's not bad. That's not fantastic though, but we'll make it work. Alright, this turn we're gonna go for some damage.
Those gunners are in for a one of the hot.
That's a good card. That's a very good card. Let's hope he buffs it. We can scorch it away. So when an enemy minion has a fist like that underneath its portrait, it means resilience, meaning it stays on the battlefield
Let's enjoy
after
the
a
weather
round.
while we still can.
Okay. Could be worse.
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
There we go. Let's get rid of that thing. It's too strong to keep up.
Let's get this over with.
It's playing Geralt. Okay. This feels nasty, actually. Let's...
Our shields are
Okay, watch this combo in a second, friends.
Squesme Evelian.
Watch this combo in a second. Okay, so we've got Holger Blackhound, which is one of the rare cards that... Well, it's an epic, actually. It allows you to do... remove 2 strength from 3 non-gold units. Now, the thing is... He's got 2 non-golds, and I've got 1 non-gold that gets stronger when it takes some damage. Look at that combo. We buffed our 2... these 2 dudes got buffed. We spawned the second one of these and did 2 damage to those two. It's fucking insane. I love that combo so much.
I promise you a quick death.
He's building up that one dude to become his strong card to stay on the board afterwards. I don't have a way to remove it currently. He has 4 cards. Easily with 4 cards he can surpass my 43. I cannot afford to pass, sadly. So, what I think I'm gonna do is res.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
Yep, he's just working that one up to become his strong dude. So we need to make one thing very fucking certain here. I think he's gonna pass soon. He's just trying to force me to play more cards. If he is smart,
Billion barrels of burning
he will
pitch.
pass now. Yep, there we go. Oh, I naturally have to pass. So his 17 stays on the board. Good night there, Quake. His 17 stays on the board. Now we have a small little combo of our own left. Clear skies. It's not the best one. Well, let's start with Geralt.
Damn it.
This is elven land, Dwan, upon which your kind dies.
Clear skies.
We'll greet him with
That's a
fire and
fucking
iron.
great one to get. Because we got our combo. That might actually save us.
Now we must stick together. Got the heart of an uncrate.
It might genuinely save us.
I never miss.
That's fine. Well, last one. Let's see what happens. He needs 9 points. Does he have 9?
Oh, my little A.
Oh, he had 8! Whew. We win with 1 point difference. Purely because we got like that from the rally we got the warrior. Good game, sir. Good game. Okay. Oh, we're close to leveling up. So, for the people that are tuning in right now and that weren't here earlier, I'm going to post the link one more time. If you want to try at this game, if you want to give it a go, please follow that link. All you need to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel, and you can use that link to try Gwent out for the following 2 days. Feel free, I know I don't use my YouTube anymore, that's just the only way I was able to get these keys. Feel free to just, if you're not subscribed already, subscribe, download the game, unsubscribe. It's just, that's the way we are dealing these keys out. That's outside of my control. So yeah, give it a go, guys. We got a cow. Good. We've got a pretty nasty combo actually already. We've got some solid cards here. I'm sorry. I'm just quickly gonna redraw my cards that I need to, and then I'll read out the nation, the subs. Actually, I don't really feel like I need to redraw anything. No, I'm gonna keep it all. So Atomic Snow Globe. And then at $3 saying, just want to say, despite all the trolling, that I've really enjoyed the stream. Still open to that co-op offer of any game if I have it. But hey, don't want to cramp your stuff. I appreciate something so globe. Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future I'll play more with viewers. But right now I'm playing mainly with Yogscast by myself. I mean, Wednesdays I generally tend to help out Nasir on her stream. And she plays games with viewers. So if you ever really want to play a game with me, that's probably the best place to go. And then we have Josh Priestland, who has resubscribed for 3 months, saying, hey, what's up, Josh? How you doing? Really appreciate the support. And I hope I'll be able to entertain you. It doesn't come out in 2 days. Just the closed beta ends in 2 days. Okay, so with monster decks, what I found is you want to, on the first round as a Skele deck, you want to pass on the turn that they've just played a weak monster. That's fine. We're gonna play this.
That's not
we're gonna resurrect it anyway.
That's
we want to get rid of that in round 1. He's passing. Okay. So now we need to decide here. I think the best move I can do right now is to scorch his 10 away. That leaves him with 6, leaves me with 7. That means he has 1 card advantage, but I will have a win, like a round advantage, and a 9 on the board that he doesn't have. Plus, I think his foglets don't stay on the board, because there's no fog left. So he will not have a single minion on the board at all. So we're going to scorch the 10. That will just get erased. It will not stay on the board because of his passive. And now we pass. We win the round. We have a 9. He has nothing. Except 1 card advantage. But we can work around that. See? He loses all his cards. And honestly, is there anything that I don't mind playing right now? Honestly, I'd like to keep it all for the last round. So I'm just going to pass straight away, forcing him to have to play something against his 9. If he's smart, he just plays 1 strong monster, and that will stay on the board, as long as it's not a gold. But at least I will go into the last round. Okay. That's fine. It's not great, but that's fine. That's pretty nuts. But also fine. Okay, so we start with the bear. I think no. Do I start with the axeman?
Any last words?
Oh dear. His monster deck is not as basic as I thought it was going to be. Is he going to destroy that? Oh my god. He's getting extremely lucky with what he eats, honestly. But it's fine. It's fine. I think we've pretty much lost here now. With how lucky he's... Well, I mean, this wasn't luck. That was skill. Skill. That was just picking the right one. But this is random. So he managed to eat my strongest minion in the graveyard. Which I'm not too happy about. Is he gonna...
Resistance is futile.
Okay.
Now! All together!
Kill! Maim! Destroy!
He's got a lot of cards. This guy's probably bought about 60 packs already. Okay. do damage to, honestly. Actually, we can make that a 14.
There is no escape.
Okay.
We'll follow you always into the fair.
It's gonna be close, this game. I think he's got a slight advantage. That's not bad. He only ate a 1 there. He ate a 2 and took 1 damage. Yeah. So he's got a 14 point advantage. Is that swallow? Yeah. Okay. There's res.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
10 points behind. Is that another swallow? Thunderbolt. Okay.
So what? Should I pound it into a poker?
It really doesn't matter which I use this on. Let's just get that out of lethal range. Still 10 points behind.
Any last words?
I think we, I do think we've still lost, but it's gonna be close. Come on, Mistborn. Yep, we've lost. We have lost. Oh well. GG. I am indeed playing Gwent today, Rob Foster. GG. Person. We should have leveled up. Yep, we leveled up. Let's see what we get as a reward. Maybe we get another chest. Oh, we just get a card. Okay. Oh well. Ripping spaghetti never gay. Exactly. Exactly. I'm gonna tune into the Wednesday night stream. I've got school. I mean, it's not until the Wednesday stream. You mean the night series stream that I join on? It's 8 to 11 UK time, 9 to 12. So yeah, if that's too late, then it's a shame. But it's not horror time, no. I'm really not too interested in horror games. I'll try to think here. Do you guys want to see more of this? Or do you guys want to change it to something else for now? And before you say Roblox, if you guys really want to see Roblox, we'll dedicate a stream to that at some point. But we're not doing it today. Okay? Mainly because I don't have it. I would need to buy it and install it, and I'm not doing that while the stream is live. So if you guys really, really apparently want to see Roblox at some point, we'll do that. We'll make a stream out of that. But we're not going to do that now halfway through. It's free? Okay, well, I would still need to install it though. That's more. Hearthstone is the card game I understand. Let's do a straw poll. Let's do a straw poll. One sec. straw poll. Which Gwent or something else? And then we'll make a poll if you guys decide to do something else for what it is. Nope. Come on. There we go. Okay. Robert Floyd donated $3 saying, I made you some fan art, hope you like it. Let's take a look at it. It's a work of art. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's an old picture of mine, though. That's like 2-3 years old. I'll post it in Yogscast chat because you can't. Here you go. That's the fan art. Something else has got 21. Gwent has got 15. I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds. Every gamer in the world plays Roblox to have 30 million players worldwide. Don't fuck with our culture. I would never dare to fuck with your culture. It is actually apparently really popular, from what I've heard with other people. It's just not really my kind of game, really. Okay, it's relatively close. Something else, Gwent. Okay, we'll leave Gwent here for now. Because we are going to be playing it tomorrow with Ridian anyway. So we'll give you guys something else. We'll give you guys... Let me just change... Let me just open... this face... Oh, you need to disable you. And enable you. And, oh my god, that's quite a close-up, isn't it? Zoom out. There we go. Okay. Come on, stay down. There you go. Let's make sure this quits. Yes, we want to quit. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll be streaming that. We'll see how long we can hold out. But honestly, like, you know, I can easily stream this for 3 hours. I have a blast playing it. Shall we end it with an hour and 20 minutes of For Honor? Or what else do I have installed that we can quickly do? Yeah, we can do some For Honor. We can do... Let's see. Or we can do, let's see. We'll figure something out. We will find something that almost everyone likes. Because you'll never be able to please everyone. I'm not going to do full straw polls for everything. But like, I do like the idea of having a straw poll of deciding whether to go on with something or to start with something else. But I've kind of gone away from the entire straw poll for particular games kind of thing. You know, I don't feel it works too well. There's Team Library Roulette Wheel Online, yeah. The problem, again, with that is that I would need to install it. Whatever it becomes. Oh, so many emails. What the hell is social interaction trainer? Let's look this stuff up. Because you guys have been spamming that for weeks now. Interaction trainer. Oh, bloody me. May not be appropriate. It's got nothing but negative reviews. What? Why would I want to play this? Like, it's generally nothing but negative reviews. You're asking, no. Dutch Life Simulator 2017. Dutch life is not that much different from any other life. Let's be clear here. Although we have it really nice here. Netherlands is a lovely place to live. Like, genuinely a lovely place to live. I wouldn't really trade it for anywhere else. We'll figure something out. It's fantastic, that's why. No, it's clearly not. It's great and the whole bad movies are great way. See, that I can understand, Humas. That I can understand. Speaking of, I watched me, Duncan, and Ridian have started this new thing where every Thursday night we watch old classics that none of us have seen. So last Thursday we ended up watching 12 Angry Men, which is something I've never seen before. Now I'm not a movie buff at all. Like, I barely have, like, I don't really watch movies too much. I'm more of a TV show kind of guy. But I'm glad they made me watch it. It was really solid. Especially for a movie that's 60 years old, it's still extremely relevant, which is cool. Okay. Zylus play Hatful Boyfriend. No. Do I need to have seen the first 11 films to watch that? Totally. Can we have real talk with Zylus? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We are going to play Google Feud for 45 minutes to an hour. And after that hour, when we've got about 20 minutes left, we'll have real talk with Zylus. We'll do some of that. If you guys want to see Google Feud, of course.
Hello there, fella.
Hello there. Someone used 10 bits. Thank you for that. Play some Hearthstone. Nah, I'm not playing Hearthstone. But I appreciate it anyway. Morphine Star has subscribed for the first time. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Hope I've been able to entertain you. And yeah. Thank you so much for the support. Game changed to LOL. Do the one where you guess the pick from the WikiHow article and say, what's that? I'm more than happy to give that a go, actually. Give me the name. I'm not I've not heard of this before, so we'll do that. We'll do that. Because we've done a lot of Google Feud in the past. You don't remember the name. Okay, let's look it up. Google Engage. No. half an hour for us telling us to Google things we watch. No, that's not how it works. WikiHow quiz. I realize that now, Rob Flops. Damn dog? Damn.dog. Okay, yeah, this does look like it's going to be it. Got it. Okay. Right. Here we go. Alright. Okay. What is the title of this WikiHow article? How to get over eavesdropped phone sex that you had without knowing it was eavesdropped. How to deal with strict Christian parents. How to tell when a girl is interested in you. How to survive a coyote attack. I mean, this has to be how to deal with strict Christian parents, right? Surely. How to be like that. I don't look like this. Doesn't look like me at all. Forgot to hide porn tab. Oh no! Oh no! The way he said coyote. How do you say it? Damn it. How to make text bigger. Surely I can just zoom in. Yeah. There we go. Okay, surely. This is how to deal with Christian parents. It's gotta be. How to stop doing stand-up comedy, how to make yourself famous on YouTube. Look, if all it took was to make yourself famous on YouTube to do this, sorry, but no, that's not how it is. How to develop common sense, makes sense, honestly, you know. Oh, you can click that and we'll take you to the article. Okay, well, we'll see that then. How to fart quietly. Not in the wild, Evanris. This is, I'm sure they are real articles. This is how to develop common sense, surely, right? Is the YouTube one. Well, I'm going to go for common sense. Stand-up comedy. Really? Alright, well, if they say so. Let's play that again. Okay, this is clearly... Can't tell if racist. Okay, this has to be how to be a world citizen, right? Surely it makes no sense that you see this picture when it says how to get your nipples pierced, first of all. How to give your boyfriend space. I mean, maybe it could be the third one. But how to respectfully decline sex also makes no fucking sense with the context of this picture. So it has to be either the second one or the third one. I think it's the second one. Right? It has to be how to be a world citizen. It Has to. It has to. Thank God. Okay? Thank God. Oh, let's see if we can get some royalty-free music going on here. Alright. The fuck? This is supposed to be... No, this is fucking awful. What the... No. Okay, let's do something else. Let's do, I hate royalty music. Surely this will just work. Okay. No. No. No.
Down for the long run now. Red Corvette and my drop top down. Calling up my digits in my Motorola and I'm speeding like I robbed someone. Falling and I'm a whip, yeah. Out in Fairfax, going hard in the pit, yeah. Yeah, I still ball in the pit.
Done. We'll do without music. Okay. This is clearly how to humanely kill a fish. What I really think it is going to be how to be a successful teenager. But yeah, that's right. That's right. This. This picture makes me slightly uncomfortable. It's not the bod, you know. It's those faces. Yeah. Okay. Why would people need a how-to article on how to enjoy phone sex? You either enjoy it or you don't, right? First of all. How to deal with the love triangle. I mean, that's your own fucking stupid fault, isn't it? If you're in a love triangle. Unless you're the one that, like, yeah. Unless you're one of the two that doesn't know that you're in a love triangle. Fair enough. How to be sassy. Look, you're either sassy or you're not. How to motivate yourself. I mean, that's clearly not what here. Okay? So, this is... This is... Love triangle. It was the phone sex. Okay. Fair enough. It's a very familiar face. How to make someone feel better via text message. Yeah, I mean, clearly. That's the face of someone who makes someone feel better via text message. How to be polite in Norway. Maybe. How to do laughter yoga. This guy does not look like he's laughing. How to buy used electronics. This guy is clearly Norwegian, isn't he? This guy is clearly Norwegian. Why is there an article on how to be polite in Norway? What the fuck is this game, guys? What the fuck is this game? How to review the kids, how to be a good entertainer. It's gotta be something entertaining, right? Yeah. Yeah, clearly. That's a creepy looking baby. Oh, fuck me. Oh, God. I mean... It's not the novel one, surely. I don't see how this could be how to be stealthy like a ninja. I just don't see how that could possibly be it. How to enhance your sarcasm skills. It's gotta be how to be edgy. Why? These websites really make me... How to believe in God. How to act like the Doctor of Doctor Who. That's not it. How to tell a lie without being caught. It's like you've got the world in your hands. I think it's either the first or the second. Not the second. Either the first or the third. I mean, it's clearly not how to decide if you should become a stripper. I mean, I bloody hope it's not that. I think it's how to believe in God, right? Yeah. How to avoid getting caught smoking by your parents? No. How to act silly with your boyfriend? No. I mean, this one is clear. The other three just, like, made no sense. I'm doing alright, though. How to discuss Barack Obama intelligently? That doesn't seem to be... Okay. How to identify trauma in autistic people? How to win a tickle war? Well, it's not that one. How to be a male housewife? I mean, it could be. Right? The world is your oyster, become a stripper. I'm sorry. His head to body ratio is not consistent, is it? Yeah. The other three make little sense in context of the picture. Now, this one makes little sense in context of the picture, but it makes more sense the other three, so... Okay. How to make your boyfriend kiss you. Yeah, because the way to make your boyfriend kiss you is to first punch him in the face with a boxing glove. Then receive a trophy and then put a crown on your own head and equip some brushes in your hand while looking smug as fuck. Okay, that's the only way to make your boyfriend kiss you. And now you know. And now you know. This is also the only way to enjoy pornography in the comfort of your own home. First you punch the monitor or whatever TV screen. Then you pick up any vase in your house and then you put a crown in your head and get some brushes. You know? Surely it's how... What the fuck? Hi, Quick Up, how are you doing? You're welcome, Vatras, you're welcome. You know, I want to make sure you guys watch pornography the right way. So, this one, yeah? How to deal with people who ignore you. Are they... Okay. I want to see the context of this picture. I really need to see the context of this picture. Try to spend time developing through this. Your strengths, your achievements, and something you admire about yourself. You might want to get a trusted family member to help you with this. Keep this list in a safe place and read it when you're feeling down. What's that got to do with a fucking boxing glove, a vase, and a crown with brushes? Okay. Fine. You know, fine. I mean, could they make it... Okay. How to cosplay as SpongeBob. How to buy firearms in California. How to be a Christian leader. How to flatulate secretly teenagers. Yeah. Over the counter, baby. Over the counter. Oh. Okay. Let's just go through the options here. We're skipping out a lot of trucks. How to capture joie de vivre. Okay. Life lust. Not sure how Trump fits into this picture. But, you know, how to play bridge. Trump. Unless there's a move in bridge called Trump. Like, you know, the Trump card. I mean, the last one makes the most sense for me right now. Right? Although there's plenty of women who support Trump as well. So it's, I'm not saying it's a wrong article, but it's definitely a biased article. It's gotta be that one. How to play bridge. I want to see how Trump is part of it. Is Trump actually a move in bridge? Must be. Yeah. Must be a move in bridge or something. It's not mentioned as a name in bridge, but... Okay. Cafe. Weird looking woman. Getting a handshake from an unidentified person in front of a cafe. None of these really make sense to me. You know? It's gotta be the last one. No. I got to know this. How do I meet a porn star in my area? Eh? Find a convention nearby. Pass. There's none nearby. Buy your ticket ahead of time. Costs money. Look. So far, guys, I figured this is going to be a sure, easy way to meet your porn star of your dreams, but no, it's not happening, is it? So far, have plenty of money ready. See, they want me to have even more money. Plan your trip in advance. Put even more money into it. Choose the right people to go with. Myself. Make sure you know the schedule of the expo. Again, money. Expect protesters and over-enthusiasts. So this is just hassle. Get to the convention hall early, so I need to actually wake up early. Meet and greet with your favorite... Okay. There's an erotic call each year in Brussels. That's way too far away, man. Way too far away. Next one. Okay, this is looking very kawaii, eh? How to grow your hair super long. That's not super long. How to make friends. How to make a guy that is mad at you like you again through text. Please don't be a real title. Oh, God. People need to figure that out for themselves. How to make friends. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So this is a girl giving you her number. How to get over an anime addiction. Get a girl to give you your number. Sure. How to grind for guys. How to keep a straight face. How to be subtle about getting a guy to call. This is very subtle, guys. Like, very subtle. How to Okay. 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 Yeah, of course. Okay. All very interesting questions. All very interesting questions. Let's just go over it, okay? Okay? Life lesson time with Zylus. How to accept your boyfriend's interest in pornography. What's the big deal? You know? What's the big deal? Just think that in your head. What's the fucking big deal? How to fart quietly. Okay. You do it slowly. Right? You wait till there's a moment where there's a lot of noise. And then you just let it rip. You know, it's all about patience. It's quietly farting, you know, it's an art. And it takes years to master. But if you practice long enough, you'll get there. I believe in you guys. How to give your boyfriend space. Just fucking do it. You know? If he needs space, give him some space. Same. Otherwise, other way goes around as well. If your girlfriend needs some space, give her some space. You know? Just be honest about it. Talk about it. Just be like, hey, I need a minute. Okay. You know? Simple as that. How to come down from a high. Just wait it out. You know? Just fucking wait it out. These are... Just wait it out. So this is clearly how to give your boyfriend space. Fair enough. Can we have some space, please? Of course. Take all the space you need 3 times 3. Oh my. How to act silly with your boyfriend. If you have to Google that, just break up. There's clearly no fun in your relationship. Okay? How to choose a puppy. Just look at the one that you want. Pick it up. How to help paranoid people. I have no expertise on this subject, so I am not going to pretend that I do. And I'm going to respect paranoid people and just say that if they're really out there to get you, thinking paranoid is just smart thinking, you know? How to turn a girl on. This is clearly a picture of how to turn a girl on. Right? But no. Okay. How to exercise mindfulness to be happier. I'm not even gonna no. How to become a pastafarian. I've just learned what a pastafarian is. How to be a good wife. How to help save whales. Unless you're out there in the field, donate money. Okay? So, Look at this happy bunch. How to believe in God. Look. We're gonna get a little serious here. I don't know if I've ever said this out loud on streams. And I think I should be open about it. I'm an atheist. Like a decent amount of people these days. It's not something special really anymore. And, you know, that's just because like I've been given the opportunity as a kid, right? My parents, my father grew up Christian, my mother as well, but less so. And you know, my father was baptized. I think my mother was as well, and they chose together to not have me baptized because they wanted me to have free choice in what I believed in, and that's one of the things that I'm extremely thankful for out of my parents. So I made the conscious decision when I was about 17, 18. You know, after having read a lot about all the different religions, because religions fascinate me, honestly. I just couldn't possibly believe in it. But I do believe that religion has a valid place here on Earth, and I think that the people who practice religion and just look at it for comfort and genuinely believe, you know, that getting there is you know, that there is a higher power that will reward them in the end, and that just, you know, strive to live a good life, and that don't so much bother others with their religion. Like I won't bother people with my atheism. Those kind of people, you know, glad it's good for those kind of people that it's there. It's turning very serious all of a sudden. So how to believe in God? You grow up believing in God or not. It's so the fact that there is an entire fucking article saying how to believe in God, that's just fucking clickbait. That's just money grabbing bastards that just want someone to click on this title. Because no one can tell you how to believe in God. You either believe in him or you don't. You either grow up hearing all this stuff and then make your own decision, or you grow, you know, I hate clickbait titles like this. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, this is the epitome of what's wrong with the internet. To me, these days. Is clickbait titles like this just fucking grabbing money. This is a fucking terrible title. How to believe in God. How to speak Finnish.
Hello there, fella.
Hello, Netbuster71. Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate it. Hope I've been able to entertain you so far. Hope I'll be able to entertain you for the next 30 minutes or something. And yeah, thank you. Really, really appreciate it. How to speak Finnish. Could be it. How to act like the Doctor of Doctor Who. I mean, that doesn't look like it in this picture. How to dissolve the ego. I like that title a lot. Why wouldn't you want to know how to believe in God? Because, like, every person believes in God for a different reason. You know, believes in every person who is religious believes in their version of God or the gods for their personal reasons. You can't tell someone else how to believe in God, because you're not going to believe in a higher power unless something has happened to you in your life that makes you genuinely think there's a higher power. If I'm coming up to tell you right now, this is how you believe in God, how are you going to genuinely believe in God? You need to experience it yourself, right? I know this really good. This really is good. It's just like I'm passionate about this kind of stuff, because while I am an atheist, I fucking hate other atheists who are so set in their ways that they become the same as actual religious people, where they have to bring up and they have to tell people, you're fucking stupid for believing in this. No, just let people believe in what they believe. I choose to be an atheist. You choose to be a Christian. You choose to be a Hindu. You choose to be a Muslim. You choose whatever the fuck you want to believe in, you know? But don't tell other people what to believe in. That's just... That's something I'm really passionate about. That's something that I can get really upset about. I believe there might be like a higher power god might exist, and that's completely fair, Deck, for that. You know, like, if that's what you choose to believe in, that's what you choose to believe in. It's just the people that force other people to make decisions on what to believe in, and force their own belief systems upon others, that piss me off. You know? Anyway, enough serious talk. Enough serious business. This is going to be how to dissolve the ego. How to speak Finnish. Fair enough. How to be stealthy like a ninja. I like that one. The other three don't make a lot of sense. I'm going to be honest with you. So I think this is how to be stealthy like a ninja. You don't like how I'm forcing you to be tolerant. Touche. Touche. That's a good riposte. It depends who brings it up. Like, what if a Christian started interrupting something about science because it conflicts with their religious beliefs? A healthy discussion is fine, right? It's insisting that like if you believe in something as a Christian and a scientist says something else and like it conflicts with each other, it's good to have a talk about it, right? As long as you're not genuinely trying to crush the other person's faith. Because I do think that faith is extremely important for a lot of people. I think it's an outdated thing. Like, I don't think people need religion anymore. But some people, like, I mean, that I phrased that wrong. I don't think religion is needed in the world, in our current society anymore. But I do think there are still a crap ton of people who need religion in their life. So, like, that's what I mean. Like, I choose not to believe in a god, but don't tell others not to believe in it either. Just respect one another, basically. How to date a stripper, how to read people, how to deal with a sarcastic person, how to say some common phrases in Esperanto. How to... Is this a sarcastic person? That encourages misinformation? What I just said, you mean? Esperanto. When you say encouraging misinformation, I'm going to assume that is to what I just said about the healthy discussion and all that kind of stuff. I don't think so. Like, how do I phrase this? It's a very touchy subject, so I'm trying to say it in the best way possible, so that I don't really offend people, because that's not my intention. I'm trying to keep it very neutral. I don't think there's such a thing as spreading misinformation if people engage in a healthy discussion. You know, a man of science and a Christian person, once they have a discussion together and talk about it, they're generally usually so rooted in their beliefs. Scientists who are not... let's assume that this scientist, because there are religious scientists, of course. Let's assume this is an atheist scientist, right? That comes up with these things that he has found through his studies. If they have a talk about it, a discussion about it, and they talk about why they think the other person is wrong, without trying to insult each other, I don't think that spreads misinformation at all. Because when you think about it, how often do you truly have a discussion with someone about something that you genuinely believe in, and that other person manages to change your mind? Let me tell you, almost never happens. You generally tend to stick with what you believe in. So it doesn't really spread misinformation. Yes, either the scientist or the Christian person might be wrong in this case, but it's good to have two viewpoints out there. And depending on what the other person believes in, and depending on what their audience believes in, they will back it up with facts, right? And thus keep the information solid. Vad sa jag till WikiHow? Yeah. But there are religious people in power who can affect what is taught in schools. Yeah, but then we get back to the entire thing of forcing your beliefs on others, right? And that is something that I'm against. Like, that's not what I'm trying to defend here. It's when people use their power to force their beliefs on others that it bothers me.
Hello there, fella.
Patrick Mann has subscribed. Thank you, Patrick Mann, with Twitch Prime. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I hope to be able to entertain you for the next 30 minutes. But yeah, thank you. In regards to the encouraging misinformation, let's look at the huge fights over crap like evolution and climate change in the US at the highest levels of government and whatnot. That stuff is in the healthy discussion. What I was talking about is more the individual level of healthy discussion. Exactly. Like, that stuff is I mean, that's the stuff that, I mean, where people use their power to influence the masses, right? And to put their belief systems upon others. That's something I'm against. But a healthy discussion between two individuals who don't really have power, that's encouraging, honestly. People should talk more about their belief system. It helps them understand each other and help them, actually respect each other in a way as well. Like, I used to have a friend at my first year in college. She was a lovely girl, but she was very, very religious. And we had talks about, my atheism and her Christianity all the time. And we were really close friends. We were really good buds. But because we could talk about the stuff that we believed in openly with each other, without the other person ridiculing it, I learned more about Christianity from her than I learned from, 4 or 5 years of history in school. And I want to say that she has a better respect for people who are not religious because of me as well. It would help so much if people with different mindsets actually sat down and talked with each other about what they believed in without being demeaning to each other. Or trying to convince each other that this is why they are right. It's about, why do you believe in this? Okay, fair enough. Well, this is why I believe in it. How to? This guy's clearly a punk. This is a punk. Oh, he could also be Bella from Twilight, though. I mean, it's clear how to win a race, but I like the other answers more. People don't really debate anymore. No, they don't. Well, I mean, the problem is with the social media these days, and with how easy it is to get your voice out there. People are very, very, very entitled to an opinion, and they think it's important that people hear their opinion. And people don't really discuss things anymore. Which is a shame, but that's just how the world is now. Hopefully it will change again soon. Never give up on that. How to dress up like a hillbilly. This is not a hillbilly. How to get along with your crush. Maybe. How to pick up girls in high school? Maybe. How to make lemonade when life gives you lemons? Maybe. Please stop the serious talk. I'm too tired and frustrated. I'll stop talking about it now. Chats can keep doing what they want, but I'm going to stop talking about it now. How to make... let's do that one. Yep. How to become a hacker. Sure. This is something to do with his heart rate. How to act like the Doctor of Doctor Who. I mean, maybe, you know, the heart rate thing. That probably that one. Yeah. Weird guy. These are all how to live with it. Okay, let's go back to advice with Zylus time. Okay, how to live in a dungeon. Don't. Just don't. How to deal with a love triangle. That's a tricky one, you know. You deal with a love triangle by, if you're the person instigating it, you know, growing a brain would help. That's my first piece of advice. If you were, however, one of the people who was not aware of the fact that they were in a love triangle, I feel sorry for you. And how to deal with it is dump that person. Okay? Just fucking kick his ass, or her ass, depending, you know. And just dump him. How to touch a girl. This is the simplest question out there. Just touch them. Okay? How to understand... With permission. Okay? Let's make this very clear. You touch them when you have permission. Or when, you know, it feels like they're consenting that you touch them. If they are like, you know, backing a little bit away from you, you just touch them. That's a bit, you know, a bit weird. But, yeah. How to understand gay and lesbian people. Talk to them. You know, just talk to them. How just fucking talk to them. Okay, so this is this, yeah. Okay. So these are two cops. That's a guy with great hair and a beard, by the way, just saying. And then there's another cop that seems to be biting in his arm. So, how to love your girlfriend. There's no one answer to that. How to avoid creating a weak villain. I have no experience in this area. How to be a good wife. I am not a woman. How to flirt with a hot girl. None of these... How to flirt with everyone has their own technique. How to avoid creating a weak... What? That has to be it, right? Yeah. What's the title of this WikiHow? It's, before we look at the answers, is clearly a woman pretending to be an angel, cutting the ball in chains.
Hello there, fella.
Hello, Disturbed Dan. That's it. I subscribed for the first time with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Hope I've been entertaining for the next 20 minutes, and thank you for all your support. So this is clearly someone taking away all her burdens, right? Damn it, I was wrong. How to be hipster yet emo. Is there really a difference these days? How to make out. You put your mouth on their mouth. How to be unique. How to have Jehovah's Witnesses go away. Shut the door. Okay. So this is clearly this one. Oh, how to be unique. Sure. This is some guy getting punched in the face. We just said this, talk to them. How to create urban rainforests. I have no experience in this category, so I can't really give you my opinion on that, or my wisdom. How to say some common phrases in Esperanto. Grab a dictionary. How to get a free car if you have a disability. Win the lottery. Get punched in the face. No. Victim of domestic violence. Okay, fair enough. I was like, how does this fit in? Oh. Is this hell? Buy the costume, build it. You know, it's not that. It doesn't seem like the hardest thing to cosplay. How to talk dirty in bed. Well, you open your mouth and you start talking. Granted that you have a dirty mind, you know. How to touch a girl. We just discussed this. How to fix your digestion. Carbs. 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 These guys clearly just fixed their digestion. Fuck. How to succeed in a relationship with a perfect girl. Every person is fucking different. Okay? Just treat them with respect and hope for the best. Right? I mean, no. No, this is a dumb title for a dumb article. How to act silly with your boyfriend. Break up with him because clearly you guys are not on the same page. Because otherwise you'd already be silly. How to survive a charging elephant. Side dodge and pray, I suppose. How to start doing stand-up comedy. Work hard. Be funny. So this guy is clearly being charged up by an elephant. He was. Okay, I want to know how to survive. Decide whether or not the elephant in the situation is actually going to charge. So, while you're standing there, you have to decide in the moment whether this elephant that is charging right at you is really charging or just messing with you. You know? Sure, article, sure. If an elephant... Watch the ears. I don't have fucking time for that if an elephant's charging at me. Surely seeing him running straight at you is warning enough. You don't need to hear him trumpet. You don't need to look for displacement activities. Fucking hell. Someone in chat asked, who was it? Can we make a wiki of how to make a Dutchman salty? Jokey129. I think we've got it right here. I think we've got it right here. You know? I think this is how to make a Dutchman salty with WikiHow. You know? Yeah. How to make a friend fall in love with you? That's a good question. That's a good question. If one of you guys knows, please contact my 14-year-old self so that I can, you know, so you can tell my 14-year-old self how to deal with this. Because that person would be interested in knowing. How to start doing stand-up comedy. We discussed this already. How to fix bad breath on the spot. Peppermint. You know, just any mint. Just don't overcomplicate it. That doesn't need to be an entire article. Just grab a mint. How to choose a rigorous color schedule for your first year. Why would you want to? Rigorous means fucking really full. Why would you want to? Sure, it's that one. Yeah. People being purposely obnoxious or do you seriously think the Netherlands are called Dutchland? I think people know. I don't mind it. How to become a teen hacker. Grab a computer, teach yourself how to code, and then hack people. How to identify trauma in autistic people. I have no bloody idea. How to be a successful teenager. Just fucking live your life. How to start a cult. Well, I'm glad you asked. I happen to be an expert on this kind of thing. You know, you just tell people what to believe in, which is something that I am actually fundamentally against. But this guy is clearly starting the cult. See, cheese and R6D6, whatever his fucking name is. That's not R2D2. The color scheme is all weird. So wasn't it the other one, the red one? Although this is more purple. R6D6, wasn't that here or something? How to turn a girl on when you're only friends. I've never attempted this. How to act like Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, I also happen to have experience in this area. You just get your Scottish friend to buy you a costume, send it over to you, and then wear it twice a year on street. How to survive in a hotel. Just book a good hotel. How to act like the Doctor of Doctor Who. Just buy a costume. It's not that difficult. Damn it. Is that supposed to be a seductive look? Because I'm not feeling it. I am a little freaked out. Not gonna lie. Don't pull that face. How to be strong. Mentally or physically? Mentally, that's something that takes time. Physically, it's also something that takes time. How to create a benefit concert series. Contacts. You need lots of contacts to get that sorted. How to control rosacea. I have no fucking idea what that is, so I can't really tell you. How to make your boyfriend kiss you is clearly it. This guy's having a good time, isn't he? Looks a little bit like a Jewish shower, but I'm not going to hold that against him. How to be comfortable in your own skin. Just accept who you are and, you know, that kind of stuff. That's how I do it. I don't know. How to tell if you genuinely like someone. If you think about them all the time. How to ask a girl to dance. Hey, you want to dance? How to understand the male ego. You never will. You never will. This is... What? Okay. Why is with these people looking so fucking creepy? Why is... It's the smiles. It's not the eyes. Although the eyes are a little dead as well. It's the smiles. Okay, how to be an airhead. How to not get nervous. See, this is the problem with these articles, right? Like, how is one article going to solve you getting nervous? It's not. It's fucking not. They can say whatever the fuck they want. You're still gonna get nervous if you're a person who gets nervous easily. How to motivate yourself. Think about what you're trying to achieve. You know, that's probably the best way to motivate yourself. How to act like royalty. Depends on what kind of royalty you're talking about. But, you know, in the UK, talk to yourself in the plural form. In the royal we. Talk very poshly. I don't know. How to not get nervous? Airhead. Okay. Fair enough. How to Guys, I'll do 2 or 3 more, but I'm so done with this game. Fucking hell. Yeah. Yep. That makes fucking sense, didn't it? So this guy is thinking in turns and that kind of stuff. His stomach is turning. How to look suave as fuck. This one, isn't it? Yeah, of course. Okay. Well. Surely it's this one. Yeah.
Hello?
Lohe? I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that. As resubscribed for 14 months. My goodness. Thank you so much. We appreciate that a lot. Hope I've been able to tell you. And yeah, we've got 5 minutes left before Zoe takes over. It's all-nighter. How to be interesting. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If I ever meet one of you one-on-one and we start having a conversation, if you start talking about a cat with a mustache, I'm gonna think you are the most boring person alive. Just saying. This is how to act like one of the guys. We're gonna go for 30 points. Sexy breast. Oh, fucking no. Is how to talk dirty in bed? Yeah, of course it will be. Fine. How to Oh god, I'm so done with this comedy sketch. They're laughing. Ugh, God. How is this related to anything here? Maybe your nipples pierced. There we go. Okay. How to... Is this Trump? Small hands? Damn it. I love you, animals. Oh, it has to be how to be playful. There's no way to any of the other three. How to find the only place on the wall where there is bricks. Oh. This is, sure. Yeah. Calcium. How to heal broken bones. God, we're wrecking it all of a sudden. How to... this is this one. Damn it. How to I don't fucking know. Smells seductive? What the fuck? How to be an idiot, because that cigarette is the wrong way around, guys. So how to smell? How? Yeah, it's this one. How to? I'm done. I'm done. I'm fucking done. This is no. I'm done. I'm fucking done. God. Stop it. This doesn't need to be shown. Fuck. Deactivate. Okay. This. Oh. That was it. That was enough. That was fucking enough. How to have a mental breakdown, play this game for an hour. Oh, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. So after the stream, are you gonna remove the How to Meet a Porch article from your internet history? No. I really don't care. Fuck, he saw my porn file. Damn it. Porn folder. Oh my god. I'm unashamed. I mean, I don't think there's a single person who's completely unashamed, but when it comes to stuff like that, I like... Who the fuck cares? Really, you know? Plus, I don't even have a porn folder. So, it helps to remain calm if someone, oh my god, I saw your porn folder. Well, it's quite hard if you don't have one. So that's how it's really easy to stay relaxed. I'm never safe. I'm always safe. What are you talking about? On that note, though, it is the end of my stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for your incredible generosity. It's been heartwarming. So thank you for that. Don't forget tomorrow, Ridian will be joining me. We're going to be playing Gwent again. I did an hour and a half of it today, but tomorrow we're going to do a bit more of it with Ridian there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If there are any keys left, I'm not sure if there are, because it's a link. I'll post it again tomorrow for people that haven't really had the chance yet to pick one up. In the meantime, though, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you tomorrow. Have fun with Zoe. Good night.